Greetings, mortals. It is good to be back and in our new location. Here in beautiful Pictwitch, Ohio. Myself and the Bunnies of Chaos are thrilled to now make this our permanent home. And boy do we have such sights to show you. So lock your doors, turn out your lights, and join us tonight for the Little Shop of Wonders.
Nice.
Yes. Right? The transition was great.
Nice.
I'm really good at this.
Who's clicking on things?
What? Who? What?
You are not.
I wasn't clicking on anything.
How is everybody tonight?
Hello, hello, hello.
How I like snuck in the atmospheric music and everything.
It's a little loud.
See, I like that. I like that.
Yep.
Always bringing something new to the table.
Yeah.
Such as back here, this ghostly figure in the back.
The best part is you guys did makeup, and I was like, "Oh crap, we don't have lighting back here for Ash."
I'm fine. Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
No. Hello, Nicholas.
Hi.
Show me your teeth.
Hello, Sven.
Sven.
Show me your teeth.
Sven.
Guten Morgen knock. I don't know.
Good morning.
Guten Morgen knock, Sven.
Morgen. Guten Morgen.
So we're just doing this like
Sporadic.
via our own locations. So, but next week, me and the little one, odd daughter, we will be heading up to Pictwitch this Friday.
That's terrifying, actually.
Yes.
I'm excited for you.
No, right? I've got to get all my affairs in order.
Pretty much, I'd recommend.
Don't worry, you guys are mentioned in my will.
Okay, cool. I get some of the dolls, right? I'm actually looking for one of our various guests tonight. I have to bring his picture up, but apparently I didn't see
Oh
it.
yeah. We did. You got some interesting information out of Pictwitch. I've never seen anything like that before.
Well, okay, I can't figure out its. I don't know its name. It's not like he can really tell me, or maybe he can. I don't fucking know.
Nice.
We already have
Anything
one
is possible in that place.
We do have a talking cat.
We already have one talking cat. Why couldn't there be another? I do not know where these pictures are. Anyway,
Did I leave my water in the bathroom?
okay. So now I guess
I think I left my water in the bathroom.
on to Mother de la Mort, since apparently we are both completely useless right now for conversation.
Sorry.
On our end.
The animal kicked in. I can't help it.
Well, you know, we always have to do the squirrel moment before we can even get done. But this gives everybody an opportunity to come in here and get settled and, you know, get comfortable and all that kind of stuff.
Come on.
Hello.
Wonders.
KK
Wonders.
That's right. That's right. So tell us tell everybody what is the Little Shop of Wonder. I mean, have you always wondered what is the Little Shop of Wonders?
The Little Shop of Wonder can be anywhere and anywhere, anywhere and everywhere, anywhere and anywhere,
Anywhere and anywhere.
It can be anywhere and everywhere. It can be
Anything.
Yeah, there you go.
Or nothing at
Anything.
all.
Yes. I couldn't think of it for a second.
Wow.
I have been practicing that all day and I completely fucked it up.
But you know what? It is very cool. So we are somewhat spreading out in Pictwitch. Thank God Mr. Ghoul is going to be kind of holding down the fort there at the Little Shop of Wonders, because the way that our company works is we're all over the United States, and we do have that satellite office in Pictwitch now.
Yes.
Where me and the little one are going to be going. We'll be traveling up to Ohio this Friday. But this is, think of it as your library. Have you ever wondered about anything? Have you ever wondered about banned books? Have you ever wondered about what? What have you wondered about?
Oh,
Texas. Put you on the spot.
What have I wondered about?
Yes, what have you wondered about? Our existence in the universe.
Why am I such a space kids? I don't know. I get stoned a lot. I'm sorry.
So really, wait, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, when is the return of Delphine?
Oh, she.
That's right.
Is she possibly coming back?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, she'll be
Right.
back.
All right,
soon.
look, we have a really good question right here from Nicholas. He has a
Shark
question.
water? Are we talking about the
Did you say
shark
shark?
water?
Shark water, and then the one below that, because I have always wondered this question as well.
Son of a bitch.
The alternative to smart water, by the way.
Is shark water.
Yes.
Shark water.
and the tensile strength of string cheese.
String cheese. Yes.
Mhm.
Now, see, this depends, though, Nicholas. It depends
Really?
on whether your milk comes from a regular goat or a spider goat.
Or
Okay.
is that possibly what we would call
Vladimir.
is it so if it comes from a spider goat, would that be mozzarella or mozzarella?
I don't know, but I imagine it would have really good tensile strength.
This is
Like it would just it would get all in your teeth.
I'm really upsetting her right now because she's just saying.
This is traumatizing me. Calvin, how are you?
Hey, what do you not like the mozzarella? What do you not like the mozzarella? It came from a spider goat.
Oh, the mozzarella's fine.
That is lovely, Nicholas. That is quite lovely.
I read that as
I
He
milked
milks the neighbor. Is the neighbor a cat? How do you milk a cat?
How do you milk a cat? Little tiny little. I fucking love that.
Oh, and I did send you the picture you sent me that they
Yes.
sent you. I just sent
Yes.
back to you.
And I found the other one.
And guys, this is for real. This is not photoshopped at all.
This is not
I was
Photoshopped.
like,
Absolutely
what
not
the hell?
This cat just walked
This is the kind
out.
of shit we're gonna have to deal with come Saturday when we get
And
there.
I'm telling you 100% these are both not photoshopped at all.
No, not at all.
Shit, my phone is.
Look at this cat. Look at his eye. It's like freaking pixelated.
It looks like a reptilian eye.
Reptilian. Yes.
Look at
Very reptilian.
It's very much it
Almost looks
blinks
like
to breathe.
Yeah, like a gecko eye. Like,
it is rad.
like it should.
It's a
He is-
kafufu
he's a
eye.
handsome boy.
like skin should just close over it to
Yeah.
blink. You know?
Right.
Men
yeah.
in Black,
Yes. Exactly.
where it's all
Yes.
yeah, it blinks,
See,
and that's
here's
how
the
you
thing.
breathe.
Do we name him or do we wait for him to give us a name? Because like
I don't know. I can check in with Mrs. Graves when we get up there, but this is the kind of thing we're looking forward to. Like, never let your always be on guard. Never let your guard down at that place. You go look at a cat and it's gonna blink sideways.
Very high strangeness.
Stop it. Stop.
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
Hey, Nadine.
Nadine.
What
Oh.
in the demon pussy shit is this?
What a demon pussy fart is this? That's what it should have said. I'm sorry.
It's quite technical. Involves 17 pounds of clarified butter, 3 nails, and a hamster wheel.
Oh,
All right.
I'm not a
That
fan
makes
of
perfect
clarified
sense to me.
Andy. Yeah.
I love clarified butter.
butter. It just smells weird to me. I don't know what it is.
He thinks it smells like cheese.
I don't think it smells like cheese. Is it?
Whee!
Famunda
Oh,
cheese.
Famunda.
Famunda.
Mm.
So, but anyway, to get back on track, because we completely squirrel out. So the Little Shop of Wonders, what we're going to be doing here is just a little bit of everything. We're going to be doing unboxings. We're going to be doing poetry. We're going to be doing readings. We're going to be doing other types of readings.
The band book club is what I'm.
The band book Cub
That's what
is
I'm
coming
looking
back.
forward to. That's been what,
Been a
2
couple
years,
years.
3 years since we did
2
it.
years, yeah. This is before the vid.
The vid.
Yep.
The vid.
Yep.
Before the
Actually,
vid hit.
during vid.
Yeah.
During the Rona.
yeah.
Yeah, we finished
Yeah.
Hellbound Heart, which we should.
Yeah, we finished the Hellbound Heart, and I was just ready to punch people. So
Yes.
orgies with dwarves. Well, I am short, so I don't know.
I know when he gets here, we are playing we're playing every single album from the Dwarves. It's gonna be great. I fucking love the Dwarves. They're so good. One of the best punk bands ever. Oh, sorry.
Sure.
Well, the front of their albums is it's all like naked, bloody women and like orgies. It really is. If you've ever seen the Dwarves or anything like that, they're so good. Sorry, that edible really kicked it.
I digress.
like Hexus, if I had taken an edible, I would probably be seeing things like, I don't know, like octopi on your wife's head. If I had taken edibles. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
right?
But see, I didn't take any edibles, but that's
So
probably what I
there's
would see.
There, I don't
Yeah.
see anything.
They must have kicked.
I don't
in for
know.
me too, then. I'm.
Yeah,
What the?
I'm seeing hentai happening.
There
in a
is
second.
nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. There is nothing on my head.
No, there
I'm-
is, bro.
Seeing,
There isn't. I'm telling you, there's nothing on
You're
my head.
fucking with us, Frank.
I'm
You're
seeing, I'm seeing Japanese businessman
What do
and
you-
karaoke music.
Do you know what they're talking? I have no earthly idea what they're talking about.
I really don't. Ugh.
I think Mr. Snake Eye, like cat, like mesmerized them. You've been mesmerized by
Insanity.
Snake Eye.
That's.
He said the dwarfs, not the doors.
The Doors,
And I do love the dwarfs. But he said the dwarfs,
the Dwarfs.
not the doors.
I've made that same mistake before.
The
Feel
Dwarves?
bad. Yeah. I was. They were like, "Hey, have you ever heard of the Dwarves?" I'm like, "Who hasn't heard of the Doors?" Like,
Yeah, and I don't say things properly, especially when I'm
Don't forget
stoned.
the holy flamethrower when handling this. What?
The case.
This
The
case.
case.
This case.
Case.
This case.
Case. Handling this case.
sounds necessary.
The holy hand grenade of Antioch.
It's got great big fangs. It'll do you.
The fangs. Cats. Okay, when you handle this cat, because I was like, case. We'll go with case. It still made sense in a weird way. I don't know.
I just thought I was saying like some really vulgar
Vulgaric.
vulgar like, German word. So I was like, fuck it, I'm doing it.
He's all,
Just going with it.
The entire country of Germany right now is all
Well, you know, it is actually super like, I get on here and I can't even pronounce it. Words are so hard. But it's really weird that the whole like topic of cats came up because that's what I brought to the table tonight is the cats of Ulthar.
Ooh,
Yes.
nice.
It
So
does not say dark farts.
it does look like dark farts.
It
I'm
does
looking at it right now. Okay, I don't know if this was the universe opening up and say you are going to be able to see this clearly while you're stoned. So I'm seeing dark farts. Tyler's not wrong.
The Book of Dark Farts.
All right.
All right. Enough scrolling. Sorry. Okay.
I was waiting.
I'm just giggling.
You said okay and enough, and let's go and do things. And what
Stuff.
things?
Yes, stuff.
Things
stuff.
and stuff.
All
What
the
stuff?
things. All the things.
Well,
All the things.
Mother de la Mort said she had a story.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I did. I did.
knew I didn't space on this one.
I think I have you beat in ADHD mastery.
It just happened.
Just saying.
Like right now, Tyler.
Our streams are usually a cluster of ADHD.
A clusterfuck. Let's just say it real.
We always have the best intentions. We're going to go on there. We're going to be so serious and so professional, and it just falls to shit within the first 30 seconds.
Well, that's
Why do dark fart offend me somehow?
dark thoughts. Do not venture there, good sir. They are dark thoughts. You're actually gonna dark fates. You had question marks on that? I just darkest of thoughts.
There you go. Then Tyler shows the fuck up, shaking my head.
Yeah.
77 days, Tyler. 70.
But he made it early tonight.
That means we have to stay on for 10 hours.
That must be because we started late. We started
We
late.
started technically this is late for him, so now it's like, oh yeah,
Oh,
we just
okay.
started early, so we're refreshed and
Respect my fart.
Tyler's in for the long haul tonight.
Come to the dark side and smelly. Let the dark farts flow through you.
This is the problem with all of us having ADHD. Like I know today because I do it too, and I literally have the show planned out in my head. I'm like, we're gonna be super serious. We're gonna take everything
Uh-huh.
serious. We're
Totally
gonna-
cereal.
and then every single time, Mother Day,
We turned into 4-year-olds.
Someone comes in and says, "Oh, does that look like dark farts?" And then I'm over here going,
Everyone's
"Oh."
all, hee, hee, hee.
He said fart.
Oh, good times.
All right. Sorry. Let's go.
Let's do this. I'm excited to hear.
Cats. Hashtag
Cats,
dark
cats.
farts.
Hashtag.
Yes.
Hashtag fuck dark farts.
I coined it. It's mine.
I'm gonna write that somewhere.
I'm gonna say hashtag
Sorry. Tyler.
fuck. Dirk
You know that they say that dark farts are a lot like ring around the collar.
That's evil. That's worse than ring around the roses. Especially when you realize it's
But you
about
can
the
shout it out.
Yes, there it is. Fuck dark fats.
You really have to worry about the miasmas with the dark farts. I'll tell you that right now.
I do. I'm getting the miasmas just thinking about it.
I got the vapors.
Got the vapors.
Ew.
All right, somebody get us back on track.
Okay.
Cats.
Stories, cats, the
Stories,
evil cats and
meow.
monsters.
Look at him.
What would
Yes.
you name him though?
I think he has to tell us.
I
his name.
would not name him anything. I would let him tell me what his name is.
Yeah.
You know the crazy thing is if I already didn't have the name Hexus,
That would be. I was thinking it would.
yeah,
But
it could be Haxus.
Is it just me, or does that one eye, like the telltale eye, it's just looking into
is.
his soul?
It just stares through his soul, dude.
Oh,
Name it dark farts.
okay.
Your heart might black, but my fish is dark as fuck.
Your heart might be black.
I'm thinking Splintered Soul. Didn't I say that the other day? Or Splintered?
That's something else.
Oh wait,
But yeah.
never
Sounds like
mind.
a band. Splintered Soul, right
Prog
here
rock.
on Radio KLTHULD.
You can definitely make out to your chick on Dead Man's Corner to Splintered Souls.
Yes.
Mark
I like that. I like that.
Oh, we could.
Yes,
come up with
Mark
a good one.
Zuckerberg is a dark fart. He's a reptilian dark fart.
Indeed.
And if you notice, like the new logo, I'm sorry, I cannot stand Zuckerberg, but so I got to make fun of him. Have you noticed that the new logo for like his version of Twitter looks like a tapeworm?
It does.
It looks like a fucking parasite.
The dark farts catch the opening act. The blood farts.
Okay, let me say it in my
That's
accent
called
effect.
flux, and that will usually kill you.
The dog farts catches the opening act. The blood farts.
It's called the bloody flux.
The blood farts. I guess we went into the zany, funny room of the little shop of wonder.
You never know what you're gonna get.
No.
here.
No,
I
you
mean,
never.
We're taking a trip on that.
It does
Saturday.
tend to cause a little bit of insanity.
Yes.
So, here we are.
We want to do a word from our sponsor so we can get back on track.
Yes. I really need to get
yes.
my water real fast.
Okay.
I,
And now a word from our
Mike
sponsor.
narrating a story about dark.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
77 days. 77 days.
Okay, we got to write this then and get her to narrate.
Oh, we could.
Yes.
I think I could.
All
There we
right.
go.
Okay. Now a word from our sponsor. That's just the coolest sponsor that we've
Well,
gotten here.
that was something.
Yeah. That's the coolest sponsor yet.
That is the coolest sponsor yet.
I mean,
Are you
fucking
sure
that,
anybody
dude.
doesn't want to take our place this Friday?
We would, but we saved up
would.
money so that the right power could come out here.
We have other obligations. I apologize for that. I'm kidding.
Sure you do.
New show on PBDC, The Dark Fart Hour.
Part out.
Definitely a segment now. It's definitely going to be a segment.
I'm here all night. Not really, but I am. Who's the sponsor? Stormy Nights? No.
No,
Wait.
That was actually a church.
Oh, no.
Ah,
that was
Story
a church.
Nights
Let
was
me.
a church? I thought it was a porn.
That was the
It's the
Church of the
Starry
Starry Wisdom.
they're pretty, how do you say,
Interesting.
eclectic?
Oh,
Very.
those are my peeps.
And I will not. I guess I will say that we did get really, really good rent, like on the satellite location. We just have to attend a few, meetings per year.
Yeah. Night Dark Fart. Holy shit, she became the spellbot guy. What? What?
The Spellbot guy.
Who's this?
I'm
The
I'm
smell bot?
I'm confuzzled.
Is this? What is it? I'm afraid to Google this while I'm on here, 'cause while we're live.
All right. So, Odd Mama,
Yes,
you had a story for tonight, huh?
I do. It's probably about a 10-minute read. And it is by, of course, H.P. Lovecraft. I think that would only be appropriate for our first little shop of wonders as far as a reading. And we're going to be reading The Cats of Ulthar. Start the music, Jeeves. So it is said that in Ulthar, which lies beyond the river Sky, no man may kill a cat. And this I can verify, believe as I gaze upon him who sitteth purring before the fire. For the cat is cryptic and close to strange things which men cannot see. He is the soul of antique Aethropus and the bearer of tales from forgotten cities in Moreau and Ophir. He is the kin of the jungle lords and heir to the secrets of Africa. The Sphinx is his cousin, and he speaks her language, but he is more ancient than the Sphinx, and remembers that which she hath forgotten. In Ulthar, before ever the burgesses forbade the killing of cats, there dwelled an old cotter and his wife who delighted to trap and slay the cats of the neighborhood. Why they did this, I know not, save that they may hate the voice of the cat in the night, and take it ill that cats should run stealthily about yards and gardens at twilight. But whatever the reason, this old man and woman took pleasure in the trapping and slaying of every cat which came near to their hovel. And from such of the sounds heard after dark, many villagers fancied that the manner of the slaying was exceedingly peculiar. But the villagers did not discuss such things with the old man and his wife, because of the habitual expressions on the withered faces of the two, and because their cottage was so small and so darkly hidden under spreading oaks at the back of a neglected yard. In truth, much as the owners of the cats hated these old folks, they feared them more, and instead of berating them as brutal assassins, they merely took care not to cherish pets, that no cherished pets or mousers should stray towards the remote hovel under the dark trees. When, through some avoidable oversight, a cat was missed, and sounds heard after dark, the loser would lament impotently, or console himself by thanking fate that it was not one of his children who had thus vanished. For the people of Ulthar were simple, and they knew not whence it is all cats first came. One day, a caravan of strange wanderers from the south entered the narrow cobble streets of Ulthar. Dark wanderers they were, and unlike the other roving folks who passed through the village twice every year, in the marketplace they told fortunes for silver and bought gay beads for the merchants, or from the merchants. What was the land of these wanderers none could tell, but it was seen that they were given to strange prayers, and that they had painted on the sides of their wagon strange figures with human bodies and the heads of cats, hawks, rams, and lions. And the leader of the caravan wore a headdress with 2 horns and a curious disc betwixt his horns. There was in this singular caravan a little boy with no father or mother, but only a tiny black kitten to cherish. You see, the plague had not been kind to him, and yet left him this small furry thing to mitigate his sorrow. And when one is very young, one can find great relief in the lively antics of a black kitten. So the boy, whom the dark people called Menes, smiled more often than he wept, as he stayed playing with his graceful kitten on the steps of an oddly painted wagon. On the 3rd morning of the wanderer's stay in Ulthar, Menes could not find his kitten, and as he sobbed aloud in the marketplace, certain villagers told him of the old man and his wife, and of the sounds heard in the night. And when he heard these things, his sobbing gave place to meditation, and finally to prayer. He stretched out his arms towards the sun and prayed in a tongue no villager could understand, though indeed the villagers did not try very hard to understand, since their attention was mostly taken up by the sky and the odd shapes the clouds were assuming. It was very, very peculiar, but as the little boy uttered his petition, there seemed to form overhead the shadowy nubious figures of exotic things, of hybrid creatures crowned with horn-flanked discs. Nature is full of such allusions to impressive, or to impress the imaginative. That night, the wanderers left Uthar and were never seen again. And the householders were troubled when they noticed that in all the village there was not a cat to be found. For each hearth, the familiar cat had vanished. Cats large and small, black, gray, striped, yellow, and white. Old Charon, the burgomaster's cat, the burgomaster swore that the dark folk had taken the cats away in revenge for the killing of Manise's kitten. And he cursed the caravan and the little boy. But Nith, the lean notary, declared that the old cotter and his wife were more likely the persons to suspect. For their hatred of the cats was so notorious and increasingly bold. Still, no one durst complain to the sinister couple. Even little Alta, the innkeeper's son, vowed that he had at twilight seen all the cats of Ulthar in that accursed yard under the trees, pacing very slowly and solemnly in a circle around the cottage. To a beast, as in performance of some unheard rite of beasts. The villagers did not know how much to believe from this small boy, and though they feared that the evil pair had charmed the cats to their death, they preferred not to chill the old cotter till they met him outside his dark and repellent yard. So Ulthar went to sleep in vain anger, and when the people awoke at dawn, behold, every cat was back in his accustomed hearth, large and small, black, gray, striped, yellow, and white. None was missing. Very sleek and fat these cats did appear, and ceremonious with purring content. The citizens talked to one another of the affair, and marveled not a little. Old Charon again insisted that it was the dark folk who had taken them, since cats did not return alive from the cottage of the ancient man and his wife. But all agreed on one thing, that the refusal of all the cats to eat their proportion of meat or drink their saucers of milk was exceedingly curious. And for 2 whole days, the sleek, lazy cats of Ulthar would touch no food, but only doze by the fire or in the sun. It was a full week before the villagers noticed that no lights were appearing at dusk in the windows of the cottage under the trees. Then the lean Nith remarked that no one had seen the old man or his wife since the night the cats went away. In another week, the burgomaster decided to overcome his fear and call at the strangely silent dwelling as a matter of duty, though in so doing he was careful to take with him Shang the blacksmith and Thule the cutter of stone as witness. And when they broke down the frail door, they found only this: 2 cleanly picked human skeletons on the earthen floor, a number of singular beetles crawling in the shadowy corners. There was subsequently much talk among the burgesses of Ulthar. Zath, the coroner, disputed at length with Nith, the lean notary, and Charon and Shang and Thul were overwhelmed with questions. Even little Altaf, the innkeeper's son, was closely questioned and given a sweetmeat as reward. They talked of the old cotter and his wife, of the caravan of dark wanderers, and of small Manise and his black kitten, of the prayer of Manise, and of the sky during that prayer, of the doings of the cats on the night the caravan left, and of what was later found in the cottage under the dark trees in the repellent yard. And in the end, the burgesses passed a remarkable law, which is told of by traders in Hathig and discussed by travelers in Near, namely, that in Uthar, no man may kill a cat.
That's a good one.
sorry.
That's
Wait,
a real good one.
how
That's
did
one of my
Karan
favorites.
get in this story? This mean he is a pussy slayer?
We weren't laughing at you when you were reading. These comments were coming in, and it was
Apparently, at one point, describing Giga's penis.
Well, see, I couldn't look. I know, I could not look because I knew if I looked, I was going to completely squirrel out. So,
And then I like this one. I have 8 cats. Your story kind of freaking me the fuck out. You're all looking at me like I have a bowl of milk in my undies. Oh,
but I've always liked that story.
Kitty kitties.
Oh.
Oh,
So now, tell me again.
You want to do another?
What do you think this is?
I don't know. And like I said, I'm not naming it. It's probably a cat of Ulthar.
You
yeah.
just bring it milk and a piece of fat meat. Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Sweet meat.
milk and no sweetmeat. Sweetmeat it was a treat for
Yeah.
Alta, the innkeeper's son.
Yes.
Oh,
Or
I
Atla,
thought they were.
Adel.
What they gave to the cats for finally murdering the people in the
No.
house. Oh, here's your sweet meat. Fine, you did your job. All right, we'll talk to you later.
I swear this cat, man. Dark farts!
Dark part.
One-eyed Willie.
It's the dog farts.
Okay, that was good.
That was good.
Oh my god. Okay, that was great. I'm sorry.
Ash had something, I think, but I'm not sure.
I have some poetry from like when I was younger. I have.
Do you?
Dude, yes, this is her own personal.
Well, do you real fast? Do you want to take a break?
Yeah, let's do a break.
We don't
and
have
then-
another break.
Oh, we don't have
No, I thought there was
another?
more videos. Was there, or that was it?
Its name is Pussy Napper.
Oh, is that the next video?
Just pop in a Pictwitch. I think we've got a Pictwitch, like welcome to Pictwitch from the visitor center or something.
Oh, do we? Yeah, I think we do. Hold
Yeah.
on. I'm not sure which one is.
We want to appease them before I have to go up there Friday.
You know what you can do real fast?
I
Do
think
you
I
see
found
do you see what I
something.
have right there already loaded up and ready to go? If you want to do
Nope, I don't know what you're talking about.
right below what you're about to click on. The little snippet I put together.
Oh,
It's up to you.
okay. All right, so let's get into this, guys. I'm going to start with some warnings. Woo! Trigger warnings!
Oh, there's gonna be lots of
Lots
jokes.
and lots of trigger warnings. Also, the warning: the related content may be disturbing to some individuals. Severe discretion is advised. Do not do that.
I was gonna do stuff. Sorry,
What were you gonna do?
I was
What?
gonna have you read that in a
Or
deep
maybe
voice.
pleasurable.
Orally pleasurable.
No, do it the other way. No. We're doing it this way. What are you doing?
I want to do it this way. Archangel, Archangel, the moon lights. Shit show. All right, sorry. Let's do this.
My precious.
South Park. God, I'm stoned. Oh, we should have
We
done
broke
this.
Aka.
You gotta put it back. We're gonna be stuck on this forever.
Ever. Okay, we gotta. Oh my god.
I'm sober.
Oh wow, these are good.
Let's try this again.
Under the fair use, another author may make limited use of the original author's work without asking permission. Pursuant to 17 U.S. Code 107, certain uses of copyrighted material for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, including multiple copies for classroom use, scholarship, or research is not an infringement. There. A copyright.
I can't. Okay, good. Okay, you sounded like the TV stereotypical little sister when you were reading that. Like you were like so matter of fact about it, and that you knew more than everyone else.
Sounds
like Dee Dee.
Yeah, right?
Dee Dee.
There you go.
Dee Dee, you idiot.
So we're gonna talk about celebrities with
Sorry, it was something we've been putting together.
So yeah.
That was
Hey
from
TK.
That was from a show from a few months ago.
I do not understand. So I think maybe I clicked on the wrong one. I don't know, but that was a clip from a show that we did a while ago when we were all laughing over the copyright infringement.
That's hilarious when we do stuff like that. I love reading like that, like reading normal stuff.
But she totally did sound like the stereotypical sister. Dee Dee. Or I can't.
Dee Dee, you idiot!
Yes. Or Phineas and Ferb's stepsister.
Yeah, that whole episode was awesome. With Prometheus and Amelia guest hosting with us for the night. They're really nice.
How are you doing?
Hey.
So we have poetry.
Yes.
Yes. Yay, poetry.
From the poet herself.
Yes. So I wrote this when I was probably 14 or 15 in high school, a pretty dark area of my life. It's called Immortality. Keeper of souls, come and hold me. My tortured soul longs to be free. Spill my blood and paint my lips with deception. Watch my blood flow with only some exception. Silencer, come and watch me sleep. Held by the darkness, so rich and so deep. My slowing heart is bound. By what? I do not know. All I know is my love is found through this bitter, harsh cold. O Lord of Death, come and steal my life. Come watch my beauty fade, my skin becoming so pallid. I feel my soul is repaid, but now evil comes and takes. O evil, stop your stealing. I feel I'm slipping, and I'm not healing. You gnaw on what's not yours. You drink my blood, how it seems that it just pours. Darkness of the night, come and heal me. Banish this evil. Bring me back my beauty. Lay me down and watch me sleep. Held by the wounds that evil keep, but leave me here and let me sleep.
That's rad.
That's great.
I love her poetry.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I absolutely love her poetry.
My son actually made that into a black metal song.
It's true.
Yes, Unkindly.
That's cool.
Yeah, Riot is his stage name.
I remember that interview. That was the great interview. That was a lot of fun.
That was
fun. It was cool.
Death Jam poetry.
Yes. Love it.
Amazing. Love it.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
do you have something?
I don't.
You don't?
I actually, all I have is that cat that's just perplexing me.
What would you like to call it?
I know that there is more to his story, and it will gradually develop because, I mean, Odd Mother's going to be going up there soon.
Mm-hmm. We're going to be spending a week, so we're actually going with the intent after we finish up some business stuff because they were remediating something up there in the building. I don't know. But once that's taken care of, mine and the little one's plan is to actually do some sightseeing. So
nice.
That's rad.
Yes, ask about that cat because he was persistent.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
When you visit that place, Do
Mhm.
you get addicted to the energy there? Like you can't leave. Like you just want more of it.
Sort of. It's not like it's hard to explain. It's kind of like being a little kid again. I mean, you're
Yeah.
constantly on guard, but
Yeah.
it's like being a little kid again because like everything was new when you were little. You know what I'm saying? Like there were things that could
Yeah.
absolutely awe you. And by the time you get older, it's kind of like, yeah, I've seen that, done that. Yeah, that's kind of cool. You know, yeah, I've got stuff on my bucket list. But this
Mhm.
place is completely different. It does have its own energy. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
because I mean, the stories I hear, it's just like I
It's-
would want to keep going back.
Right.
It's the chaos and the madness. That's
it may
We
be,
talk about-
and I don't know if you necessarily have to have like an A-type personality because I don't think I'm an A-type personality, but it is. I guess it is a little addictive. Yeah.
There's a place in Whittier in Hacienda called Turnbull.
Mhm.
Yes.
You ever heard of it? It's like a really well-known California urban legend hotspot. So it's like ancient Native American like burial grounds. It's been cursed because of the Inquisition and then the settling, and the natives apparently cursed this land. And it's
Right.
dark there. It's really, the energy's heavy, and even just driving up the main road, if you go through neighborhoods where it's really windy, get some vibes. It's creepy, and I got addicted to that place. That's why I asked.
There's a hangman's tree
Mhm.
there.
There's
Everything.
a burnt down asylum, quote unquote. We're not sure if that's
I don't
legit
think
or
it was
not, but
really an asylum, but
an airplane crashed there.
Yep.
So a lot of weird
There's a
stuff
cult up
has
there.
There's a
happened there.
KKK cult up there. There's a
There-
satanic cult apparently.
There's a
Yeah.
cult, like a
let's
dooms.
not. Let's
Well,
say
you know,
never,
the
say
Satan,
never hurt
the-
anybody. Okay.
there is-
satanic
I'm
panic.
kidding, I'm
I'm
kidding,
just
yeah.
saying,
I'm just-
like they're saying, oh, they
Yeah.
sacrifice little kids. I mean,
Mhm.
come on. But
There's a
these are stories.
Yeah.
there's a yeah. Nick,
Huh.
the claims of the Satanic House.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. There's all
Mhm.
kinds of weird stuff that happens. There's been murders out there.
Oh, yeah.
People drop bodies off out down the
There's
canyon.
even been bodies found in cars that had been parked.
yeah.
Mhm.
A shooting just recently in
Yep.
2018.
Yeah,
They were parked,
Yep.
and somebody came and just shot the
and like
guy.
2010, I think, somewhere around there too.
It's a weird spot.
Well, I've noticed with weird
Mhm.
places, and this may sound insane, and it may just be me. I don't know, but I have been to some dark places that I will not go again. They feel hostile. You know what I'm saying? But there's some places that a lot of peculiar and yes, dark things happen there. But I don't think it's inherently that the area is bad, but that it has a certain energy that calls to things. Does that make sense?
No,
Like
that
Akigahara?
yeah.
Oh,
Like
Yeah.
it will.
the Glenville Cemetery.
Yeah, kind of like that. Like there's a lot of weird, bad things that happen there, but at the same time, I wouldn't necessarily say that the
That's where
ground
Pictwitch
is cursed, but I would say that it's alive. And so
That's right.
maybe that's why there's so much that happens in certain areas.
Yeah.
Well, there's also a Hell's Gate in Turnbull.
Yeah. This place, I
Mhm.
got addicted to it. It's got a heavy, dark energy, but it does have some crazy, like, I want to be here all the time energy because it's like
Right,
nature.
right.
And I live in a suburban area that's housing,
Yeah.
and shops.
Well, and nature is chaos. I mean,
Yeah.
it does have
Yeah.
its order, but you cannot have creation and birth
No.
without chaos.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's what the sense I got because I've heard some stories about that place and
I don't even know that much about it, to be very honest with you. I just rudiment. I can't even talk tonight, but I have just scratched the surface on that place. So that's the reason I'm really, really kind of excited about going and doing a lot of sightseeing. So yeah.
You know what it is with Pictwitch with me is that there's places in California where you can go around
Mhm.
and you can definitely tell that there's a lot of murder and stuff that happened, true crime stuff that's happened there.
Right.
And Pictwitch feels like that.
Ooh.
Like all the way around in the woods. You just look at even in the shadows, even in this, just even what little alleyways they have, because it's just a small town. Very small. It's almost, I'd probably say it's more of a village.
But look, those campers, that's two couples, 4 people have gone missing just in the last couple of months.
That's
Not
true.
hiding her hair of them.
I will say this though. Okay, we did reach out to the community board, and they did put up signs
For Cthulhu geese?
No, for rabid wombats.
Oh.
Okay, you do have to walk out on certain trails for the rabid
There are
wombats.
rabid wombats.
I'm not joking. Okay.
2 of the campers got raped by rabid wombats.
I
don't
missed
know.
this news.
The last time I was like checking on things, I was checking because we do have some security cameras up that I get glitchy here and there, and I did
those fucking wombats.
I saw them scurry off, and then I just saw heels being dragged, and then
see you blinking like, what the hell did I just see?
Are
And then I
we
saw a
sure
wombat.
that it was actually wombats? It very well could have been the BOC dressed as wombats.
This is
And I don't know. I don't know what is more scary, if it's Pictwitch or the fact that my child is going to be within walking distance of that group of maniacs.
Wombat.
Wombat.
The bodies of chaos are coming for you. The bodies of chaos are coming for you.
Good morning.
That.
Our
That.
internet. The BOC
Hey!
came in dressed as rabid wombats.
I don't know.
Cthulhu geese, rabid
See,
wombats.
I just have this horrible thought in my mind. They're going to be like, hey, come on, let's go do so and so. You'll be fine. You'll be totally fine. Your mom won't be mad at all.
Yes. And then Mrs. Grossman tries to teach her how to drive or something. I don't freaking know.
I haven't heard from Mrs. Grossman in months.
Did she go to Pictwitch?
I don't know.
Are you nervous?
I don't know.
Wait, did she go?
I don't know.
I literally got this in my head. I'm sorry. I was like, oh, I'm hearing it.
Come with
And
little children.
And it's like just like that's. I was like, okay, do it. I was like, just push the button, and then it was just like going through my head. I was like, I'm just cracking myself up.
And what about Monty? We know nothing. And what about Monty? What happened to Monty?
Where is Monty?
I don't know.
Who's Monty? Did someone else get hired without me knowing? I'm kidding.
I probably have pictures of Monty up here somewhere. But yeah. No, oh man. I think he has something to do with it.
Probably.
God, that eye.
Mesmerizing for sure.
That is a neat cat.
Freaking eye.
And he's already got his tuxedo on. He's already trying to like
He
charm
is
you.
ready.
He is already
So Nadine did have a question. She said, I heard stories of a Pictwitch
there it is.
Pictwitch as being an entity or cryptid. Is that a thing?
Oh.
Now I've heard of the Pickety Witch, but I don't
Yes,
know
sir.
about a Pictwitch. I don't know. Let me look that up.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do that.
What?
Do you see?
Yes.
It's
Hey.
awesome to have filler music right now.
Nope. I see Nada.
Like, I can just zone out with this.
He's just over here all.
Aha. Okay. Having some Cthulhu dreams over here.
He's like, yeah, Cthulhu Fatagan. It's harder when it's laughing.
Well, I don't see anything that is a Pictwitch. But now that could be a regional thing, or it could just exist in Pictwitch. I don't know.
Some kind of
Like an
lore.
urban legend
Some kind of
like an
lore.
urban legend type thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You are
I don't know.
seriously-
It may be local. It may be more of a regional thing because we have Soap Sally down here, and a lot of people don't know who Soap Sally is.
Yeah, no, what's that?
Odd Mother, you are seriously the odd mother because you have a mother's focus. While I was doing that, you just were like, oh,
Right on it.
right on it.
She's
You're gonna throw your tantrum right now. You're gonna tucker yourself out, and I'm
It's
gonna
okay.
keep
You'll
doing
get
me.
tired. You'll get tired.
You'll get tired, and then when we get home, I'm beating the shit out of you. I'm just kidding.
You want me to turn this car around right now?
I'm sorry.
No, but so Soap Sally, she if little kids don't make it into the house by dark, if you get caught by Soap Sally, which it kind of reminds me of
Sack lady.
No, well, yeah, Sack Lady too, yeah. But she'll turn your children into soap.
Oh,
Like Baba Yaga type stuff.
Yeah, that's what Baba Yaga. Yeah, she'll turn your children's fat into soap,
And then
and then she'll sell the soap around town.
And then you have bog butter
she'll
soap.
sell it right back to the rich people's asses. I'm sorry, it's reminding myself of Fight Club.
What happens in Soap Sally's house? We don't talk about what happens in Soap Sally's.
So sad. This is awesome. I'm sorry.
That makes me want to go bam-a-lama, Soap Sally, bam-a-lama, Soap Sally.
See, she understood.
Oh,
Fight Club 2 featuring Soap Sally.
Soap Sally, there you go.
Oh, that could definitely be another personality. That could be some.
I'm a little scared now.
Do this.
Are we gonna have like
So that is a curiosity. I mean, like, what are some like regional urban legends that a lot of people don't know about? I love hearing about stuff like that.
Everybody knows about La Llorona.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because of movies and stuff like that, but that's our regional stuff too.
You also have
Is
other
it-
urban legends, like even like city legends and stuff like that, like the Lords of Bakersfield and everything.
Turnbull Canyon is ours, but I'm not
What is
sure.
the
it's-
Lords of Bakersfield?
It's supposedly
Oh.
like an because we keep having bodies and stuff like that show
and
up.
parts.
And
Oh
parts.
yeah.
You know how I kept
Wicked
saying like
cottonmouth.
there's body parts that are showing up and none of them match the same body,
Right.
and
Kind of like the feet that wash up in that lake. What up in
Yeah.
is it Washington State or something?
yeah.
They think there's a serial killer on the loose, or a couple of them, or a group of them, and then also the here in Bakersfield, because it's happened so much over the span of so many years,
Mhm.
but it's so random, they can't exactly link them. You know, they don't find that. They usually find the body parts like months, if not a year later, and like they'll just like plop up from underneath or something.
But it's just like small body parts, right? I mean, it's not
No,
like
like
completely
whole
whole
dissected.
arms and stuff like that, like
A whole
a
leg,
torso,
a
stuff
head.
like that. And it's so the whole theory is that
Actually, I don't think there were any heads.
back in the day, people we would talk among like the punk rock groups and stuff like that, the metal heads, and it was
Mhm.
constantly going.
So it's been going on that long.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember it from high school, so it's a good almost 25 years, 20 years, like just
Mhm.
going on and stuff like that happening. They started. There was rumors going around that was actually linked to the higher ups and stuff like that in Bakersfield. You know, so the more prominent families, the more prominent
Right.
people here, and then it
Right.
just
Like
it-
hitmen or whatever would just like maybe drop like
Well, they're-
those kills off, kind of.
more like it was more like I said, this is all like just stories or rumors
Still
and
creepy.
stuff like that. It's just it's
But
just an urban legend.
there's no like medical teaching facilities or anything like that around there that would be like dumping
Not
them
around-
versus burnt like
the only thing that there is the morgue,
cremating.
which is located at the sheriff's head office.
yeah. Then you would kind of notice like if you know, your
there's
loved one went into the morgue and didn't come out.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just something weird like that. It happens over a span of time, and then
Mhm.
there's also there was also legend or urban legend about a sex cult in this area especially among the rich, the more prominent families where they were actually having, like I said, orgies and stuff like that. Like so,
Right, kind of Bohemian Grove type stuff.
Exactly. Then it all kind of came together into sacrificing and stuff like that. So
I got you.
It's hard to look up. I think we tried to do a show on it and we got enough stuff for like 20 minutes, but it's hard to. There are some things out there, even with like the whole pedophile ring. Oh, we did cover that on Yukins with the Satanic Panic, and that was part of it when we were talking about that here in Bakersfield too. But it's all supposedly linked with the body parts showing up. It's one of those weird things, and it's actually just one of those things that kind of followed for a while.
That's bizarre, and it's bizarre that it's been going on that long.
It's just they can't connect the body parts. I mean, quite literally, but they can't.
And I guess they've been in the water too long to be able to do any type of like fingerprints or DNA.
Yeah, it's basically
so they know what they're doing.
A piece of the flesh on bone by then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Nadine had something on there.
I was gonna put Nick's up first, just because hers goes to a next subject, and this was
part of this subject.
Part of this subject. Okay, here's the truth. The reason there are no heads is because someone misunderstood putting our heads together.
Yeah, right.
Or maybe all the heads are together.
Maybe they are.
Yeah.
Maybe they are together.
So Nadine says, where I'm at, there's Abigail West of West Mountain, whose ghost remains because she was struck by lightning in a storm on the mountain and stay out of lightning storms.
Yeah.
There's one in Hollywood. I was trying to find it. I think I did.
Wait, is that like God taking a snapshot, like poof, and like it's just a permanent snapshot in time of your ghost?
I guess so.
Like you hear this ominous voice from the heavens that says, "Say cheese." Poof.
He's all shit. I did. Wow. He's all whole person on the outside of the universe looking in, and here's what I do. I'm just kidding.
So there's a rumor that if you're up alone at the Hollywood sign, that you're accompanied by death.
What?
But it's kind of a Lady in White thing. The actress's name was Peg Entwistle.
That is a sad story. That is a real sad. This is a good one.
Okay, so let me grab her thing up here. Peg Entwistle.
Do ASMR.
So,
right, you see what I was talking about?
Here we go. So Peg Entwistle, we're just going to talk about her death, right? On September 18th, 1932, a woman was hiking below the Hollywood Land sign. That's actually what it said at the time.
Hollywood Land. Yeah.
Yep. When she found a woman's shoe, purse, and jacket. She opened the purse and found a suicide note, after which she looked down the mountain and saw a body below. The woman reported her findings to the LA police and laid the items on the steps of the police station. Later, a detective and 2 radio car officers found the body in a ravine below the sign. Entwistle remained unidentified until her uncle, with whom she had been living in Beechwood Canyon area, identified her remains. He connected her 2-day absence with the description and the initials PE written on the suicide note, which had been published in the newspaper. He said that on Friday, September 16th, she had told him she was going for a walk to the drugstore to see some friends. The police surmised that instead she made her way to the top, to the nearby southern slope of Mount Lee to the foot of the Hollywood Land sign, climbed a workman's ladder to the top of the H and jumped. The cause of death was listed by the coroner as multiple fractures of the pelvis. The suicide note as published read, "I am afraid. I am a coward. I'm sorry for everything. If I had done this a long time ago, it would have saved a lot of pain. P.E." Entwistle's death brought wide and often sensationalized publicity. Her funeral was held at the W.M. Strathers Mortuary in Hollywood. on September 20th. Her body was cremated and her ashes were sent to Glendale, Ohio for burial next to her father. So,
death by like pelvis fracture, though. I mean, yeah, I know you can bleed out, but that's not fast.
It's not fast. It's painful.
It's not fast at all, and super
everything is
painful.
in like this, and it's
so
I can't even imagine.
The reason why it's said that if you go to the Hollywood sign alone, that death will be there, is that you'll see a lady in white, and it's actually believed to be Peg Entwistle.
You know what the sad part of that? They didn't mention it in there, but so she was trying. She was a struggling actress, right? She was trying.
Okay.
She actually, I think who was she staying with? Her uncle.
Yeah,
uncle.
He received a letter literally the day after she died, which means that it was already in transit to her because she got accepted to one of the big studios, like to be an actor or whatever part she got. And if she would have actually done it, they speculated that she actually would have went on to be like a
starlet,
like Betty Davis and stuff like that. I think
that's pretty big. Yeah.
All she had to do was just wait one more day.
Well, it was a bad review actually that had driven her over the edge to climb up there.
Oh wow.
But she's also not the only person to have died up there. There's a lot of people that have committed suicide on the Hollywood sign.
Yeah.
Not that long ago, a man's decapitated head and body part were discovered near
up
there. Yeah. So an interesting fact is when I was a kid, my dad and I decided to hike to the Hollywood sign.
They hid out, waited there for some guy to come by.
Would you
hack their head off with a machete? Both of them high-fived, slippy slide down the blood, down the mountain.
No. We started at the Griffith Observatory at
I remember this story. Yeah.
8 in the morning and started by climbing Mount Hollywood. Just to let you know, the Hollywood sign is not on Mount Hollywood. It's on Mount Lee, which is next to Mount Hollywood.
I could see your dad just looking over at the sign on the equally high other mountain where he's like, and he just sees the Hollywood sign right there, and he's all, "Ha! Well, let's go."
Basically,
I could see him doing that.
Yep. So
her dad is probably the most chill guy I've ever met. Like the most laid back guy.
He loves hiking.
He loves hiking.
If you made a mistake, torturing me.
If you made a mistake while hiking, it's like Bob Ross painting. He's all, well, it's just whatever. It's
happy accident.
Happy little accident.
Happy accident.
We're gonna put our happy little feet on this happy little trail, and we're gonna hike.
And we went over 2 mountains. 2 mountains.
See, my little one asked me the other day. She said, "If we ever go to Hollywood, can we go to the Hollywood sign, like go up to it?" And I said, "Absolutely not." And she said, "Why?" And I told her the story.
Oh no!
So then
we will look at it from afar.
Take you the way where you don't have to do that.
Wait.
There's another way.
So then we get there, and I'm able to touch like what the big letters, are. You can't touch the letter. I was touching like the metal that they were up on, right?
Right.
And all of a sudden, a helicopter is circling us. Attention, get down. Attention, you are not permitted to be here. Please get down. Attention, citizens. This is the LA County Sheriff.
Did you just about shit yourself?
I was like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're probably gonna, oh my God, we're going to prison.
Gunshot across there, just a warning shot. There's Liz's dad, just sitting there with his hands on his hips. You never better go.
Another happy little accident.
You know what, Lizzie Pooh? It's just an experience.
So on top of this, I had to jump on his back like a backpack while he repelled concrete that holds those big metal beams, that holds those big letters. We repelled on a cable
while being chased by snipers. And SWAT.
No snipers, no SWAT team.
Just running down the mountain.
Fucking ghetto bird with a freaking light on us.
Come on, baby. We're just gonna do this. Just run.
See, and the first thing that my little one would say as soon as we got home, Dad, Mama almost got me thrown in jail. Mama broke a law.
Seriously. Well, so we come down off the mountain. The helicopter's gone because we did what they told us to do. And we are walking through a neighborhood that dead ended like right where we came out. We have no water. It is now after sunset. And this guy, like my dad finally sees somebody like washing his car or something and was like, I'm sorry, could we please fill these up? We are thirsty. And the guy was like, do you need a ride?
No, I'm like, English, por favor. You guys ended up in Tijuana.
And he was like, do you guys need a ride? And I'm like,
it probably happens all the time.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
He said 10 years. He said 10 years almost to the day. A man and his young daughter came down that hill and asked him for water, and he had to give them a ride back.
So it's kind of like deja vu.
To the observatory.
Yeah, deja vu. Totally.
He told me that they were time travelers.
Whoa, hey.
One of them looked to be about 15 years older here. The young one here. So, if you do not give them water when they come, they will perish.
Oh no, he's gone off one of his.
Oh no.
And then all of a sudden the space-time bubble opens back up and they step in and he just...
Is this like the new Beavis and Butthead movie?
Kind of.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I kind of stole it.
Yep.
It works. Okay.
Nick said in where? Dubuque? What the? Where? What?
Dubuque?
But how do you
Iowa? But I get that one.
Maybe Iowa should become
Did
part
you
of the
booty?
United States. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
We have a nunnery built in 1893 that had really.
No, can't you like let me?
No.
Like, just open my eyes before I hack up everything from you.
Dubuque. Dubuque. That's what.
Oh, Dubuque.
Dubuque. Okay. Kind of like barbecue.
Dubuque.
Dubuque. Because I spell it phonetic. Dubuque.
Okay, fine. In Djibouti, Iowa, we have a nunnery built in 1893 that had 2 fires. One was said to claim a room full of school children. Then it's been rebuilt. But they claim that you can still hear the screams of children. Yeah, fuck that.
That's cool though.
Let me just say fuck that right now.
I would
No, let's
totally
go.
go there.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
2 Aquariuses.
No, let's go right now.
Let's go right now. We'll fuck those kids up. And then we'll make them cry for our records. As we're writing down what they're
Dubuque. Oh, Dubuque. Okay. Dubuque.
I'm kidding. Wait, did that just happen?
Dubuque.
Dubuque.
Oh,
Kinda like
1893. I was like, woo! Okay, I'm safe. Okay, I can joke about that.
Yes.
I thought this was like last year.
Yeah, it's been long enough. It's been long enough, Exodus. You can joke about
We
it.
were already joking about it, and you thought it was last year. Just saying. Just a little bit. It's okay. I love you anyway.
Please don't give us anything that happened recently because we have really, really dark sense of humor. We'll joke about that too.
Yeah.
No chill over
Did
here.
you know? Did you know that they are opening up a Spirit Halloween at the bottom of the ocean next to the Titanic?
Why you do this to me?
Why you do this to me?
I said I wasn't going to make any more jokes or look at those memes anymore, but they just
Well,
keep coming up
it
and
carries nothing but ghost costumes. And Prince Albert in a can.
Not even the Flash could have saved them. That's
Gonna bring Halloween candy and eat it in the room. Okay.
Right? Yes. Keep it away. Laugh.
Well, I mean, I already spoke in my
on a
dark
different
secret
sense, did you
out.
see where Lulu is getting released from prison
Yep, today.
Oh,
today? Yep.
She got released today.
that was some stuff we're going to talk about.
We started
with you
talking about this
afterwards.
at like midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
have an
I rolled over. I was handing him my phone, and I was like, "One of the Manson girls is getting released tomorrow."
I have an idea for something special, but and we need to make sure with you first before we release the idea. So, sorry.
Who's Lulu? Who's
one of the
Lulu?
Manson
I'll get
girls.
you her name. Hold on. I forget her name.
Yeah.
And I will tell you. She's one of the Manson girls that went to prison.
Elizabeth.
Her name is
Taylor.
Leslie.
Leslie Van Houten.
I want to
hold on.
it starts with an H.
Leslie Van Houten.
Yeah, Leslie
I
Van
think.
Houten. It's
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
I remember things better than I thought.
Man.
Woo. Yeah, she got released today.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there's a whole lot that we can talk about when it comes to that.
Yep.
Woo.
So yeah, so I'll have a lot of stuff that we're only going to be doing this once a month here,
Something like
Once a
that.
month or whenever
something like that. Yeah.
Whenever we learn more about Pictwitch.
Whenever we learn more about Pictwitch.
I was going to say we should have. Hopefully, we'll have some stuff to share next time from Pictwitch because we're on vacation.
Really cool. Yes.
Yeah. It just kind of, it's just whenever it happens, it happens.
Don't go to the Burning Man Festival. It is not the Burning Man Festival if it's in Pictwitch. I repeat, it is not the Burning Man Festival. Okay.
It's not.
Enlighten.
It's
then.
not.
No, actually, you know what? I can read
No
something
Wicker
from
Man.
their paper. Anybody that is subscribed to our quarterly newsletter, because we do not bombard you with newsletters. It's quarterly newsletters on our website. You can sign up for. There is a community section there that the Pictwitch Post does post one of their newspapers there for us or for you guys when those get released. So hang on just a second. Let me go. Where am I going? Yeah. Talking about Burning Man and festivals. Let's see if I can pull this up. Because this was the
I'm
last
telling you,
thing.
it's not Burning Man. Don't listen to them.
No, it's not.
Burning Man.
It is not Burning Man.
If they put flowers on your head, run.
It's Nicolas Cage. Bees! Bees! Not the bees! Not the bees!
Okay, all right. So this was the Pictwitch 20th Annual Spring Festival and Bonfire. It looks like something out of Wicker Man. It says, every year, thousands of people gather in the small town of Pictwitch to celebrate the annual spring festival and bonfire that is the heart of their culture. It is a mixture of fun and tradition that has been going on for hundreds of years. The festivities start with a large bonfire known as the sacrificial bonfire, which is a tradition handed down through centuries. The fire is constructed with logs and other consumable materials. Once it is lit, it is said to purify the town and bring good luck to the people. The festival is also known for its lively attractions, such as the famous and recently deceased Lillymore twins. I do not understand that statement. Who, assisted by local residents, perform their comedy routine that is sure to entertain all ages. There are also plenty of games and activities for children, such as face painting, races, and the ever-popular soul eating contest.
Oh,
this is continued
what?
on
Wait.
Okay.
I don't know.
Just passed.
Maybe,
No, I understand.
maybe it was a typo. I don't know. All right. As night falls, the air is filled with balloons and the hot, sweet smell of the man in the brown truck barbecue in the background.
What?
And of course, there would not be a proper festival without the usual death and dismemberment. That's right. No matter how young or old you are, there's always something new and exciting to discover. Those looking for more spiritual experience may appreciate the Church of the Starry Wisdom, which has been known to perform rituals and prayers to some of the darkest and most mysterious creatures known to humanity. To a person of faith, these rituals can be the perfect way to connect with the things unseen. But the real highlight of the evening is the hooded figure parade, which may give some attendees a fright. But it is how unforgettable nightmarish memories and ideas are made. Some of the more daring participants wear costumes of the ancient ones or great old ones and recite chants from the worlds far from our own. It is a sight that is both amusing and frightening, yet always enjoyable. When it all comes to head, and when the local Church of the Starry Wisdom steps out with drums, chanting, and great old ones worshipped in an eye-catching display of sheer terror and hilarity.
Okay.
Huh.
I'm intrigued.
Terror and hilarity.
They've
Well, here, during the after party, most of the town gathers around the bonfire once again, with more games to play, like toasting the biggest marshmallows and seeing the people on a stick race. Seeing the people on a stick race.
Excuse me? I don't understand, okay?
Yeah, Mr. George.
No.
Yeah.
I had to be no stick.
Okay.
Tell me is
$20? No, that's too much.
As the celebrations finish up, the smell of the barbecue are everywhere and is a memory for everyone forever. At the end of the night, when the festivities have ended and the bonfire has been extinguished, the people of Pictwitch gather together in their joy and madness. It's a moment of pure insanity and fun as everyone comes together to celebrate their community.
Yay. We own property here.
Cool. Let's go.
At least it's a gorgeous place.
I'm a little
It is a
scared
pretty
to
place.
visit again.
They have a nice
It is a pretty
tavern
place.
that we need to check out. I don't remember the
Yes,
name
they
of it.
do.
I thought I saw chains on the doors
Where?
on the tavern.
Does it say dead inside?
No.
Dead inside.
No!
like I don't know. Like it was closed down last time we were there.
I think it was just closed down for the winter.
Maybe.
Oh.
I know we were able to do a little bit of sightseeing the first time, but not much. Like we had to rush through it.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
All right. Well.
So yeah. Everyone, please pray for my safety.
You're in my thoughts.
So.
Well, I mean, we could always, you'd always live on an AI. We'll never lose Odd Mother.
See, I'm gonna get one of those headstones that you can like record yourself talking, and it's just gonna be endlessly babbling.
I'm still alive down here. I can see you doing that, freaking people out. Hey guys, hi.
Have one of those panic bells and just like have it like on a timer that pulls it.
And it just goes, mom, mama, 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 ma.
Have you seen the video of this guy's funeral where he did actually record some stuff before he died, and he had them play it?
It ended up making his whole family laugh.
They were all laughing because they were like, it was as they were lowering him, they were playing something like, he was like, hey guys, wait, no.
It was cool.
It was actually kind of cool, but like, at first people turning around like, what the hell? And then the more that he was talking, the more like the crying was turning to laughing.
See, you've got to have a family that would respect you enough to play along with something like that, because a lot of families I don't think would do that. I'm glad they did that if that was his wishes.
Was he suffering that it became total acceptance and just release for him? You know, when finally came time for him to be joking around like that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not sure what his. Like, obviously he knew he was dying.
It was a viral video that just pretty much said this man had his family buried. You know, just information that it didn't. There was no backstory really. To
I
bet you would find it.
That's what I'm. That's what I'm
sure.
kind of speculating. I was like, what do you? I mean, like for someone to, I was like, for someone to be that just funny about it and just relieved. You know, it's like for him. I saw the video. It just, there was like so much relief in his like voice to joke in that, and
it could be a cultural thing too. Like, you know, we take it pretty hard here.
It was Ireland. It was like Ireland. Oh, that's what it was. Never mind. I'm sorry.
And they have wakes and stuff.
Yeah. So. I never mind. I forgot it was Ireland.
Well, the Irish do know how to throw a wake. That's for sure.
Hell yeah, they do.
I was thinking for a second, I was thinking it was here in America, because something like that here, Americans
the
don't
family
accept
wouldn't
death.
go with it. They'd be like, oh yeah, cool, while he's alive, but then they wouldn't be able to go through it.
Oh yeah.
Through with it.
Yeah.
I see that happening.
I'd be like, no, that's their wishes. Let them do it. This is gonna be fun.
You know, us and our family, our group is our family, pretty much.
Yeah.
We would override family and
done.
Yeah.
Yep. So
his name was Shay Bradley. By the way.
Oh, you found him. Nice.
Yep. His name was Shay Bradley.
It's fucking dark in here.
Yes.
Yep. And after a long illness, that's all it says. It doesn't say
what or
hello, let me out. Where the fuck am I? Let me out of this. It's fucking dark in here.
In an Irish.
Yeah, I can't do the Irish accent.
Is
that a priest?
Hey, it's fucking dark in here. I'm fucking walking here.
That's more. I don't know what that is. Is that a priest I can hear?
Yes.
This is Shay. I'm in the box. No, in fucking front of you. I'm dead. Hello? Again, hello. I just called to say goodbye.
That's really cool, though.
And it basically said that, you know, he had this was something that he had requested to be played at his funeral. His daughter, Andrea, his name's Bradley, not whatever they wrote the first time.
Last name's Bradley.
Yeah, last name's Bradley. Shay Bradley. His daughter Andrea played the recording. He had recorded it about a year prior to his death, and the only people that knew about it were herself, her brother, and her nephew. And
that's cool.
Yeah.
I just called to say goodbye. That's cool. Like, because it's a closure.
Yeah.
You know? And that's cool.
Yeah.
Right?
So
because you just don't. I would love if somebody did that, like one of my loved ones. You know.
Oh, exactly. That's so. It was him accepting it. It was finally like just release his relief. That's just, it's neat. You know. I guess it is something, because we were talking, or all of us were talking one night, I think, or about what was it? A lot of Americans have a hard time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
With death. You know, it's just one of those things, and it's just so like other countries, like other European countries, it's just how accepting they are of it.
It's almost taboo here.
Yeah.
You know.
We've removed ourselves. I mean, we don't have it really have cemeteries anymore. We have memorial parks.
Yeah.
You know,
it's weird.
It is. And to me, memorial parks, they just seem so cold. I mean, I know it's what most places offer now, but I prefer. I want a real cemetery or graveyard. Is what I want.
The thing about the memorial parks is it's all designed to make things easier on the people gardening and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they make them all uniform so that a riding mower can go over them and all of that stuff. But it takes away a lot of the
physical, it's a physical 3-dimensional thing that you can go to, and it's standing, and whether it's be small or large, otherwise you're looking at a plaque with a picture on it, pretty much.
It's very difficult to personalize it. Yeah. Too. And that's the part that makes it difficult for
a lot. Do you want to hear some really cool, like old, like burial ground, like how it applies to like church graveyards? Because graveyards and cemeteries are different. The graveyard. Okay. So, do you know the difference between a cemetery and a graveyard? Yes. A graveyard is connected to a church. A cemetery is not.
Okay.
Wow.
It's usually like for a community. Yeah.
Oh.
So, yep.
Good to know.
So, yeah, a graveyard is connected to a church, and a cemetery is like for anybody. You don't have to go to a specific church to be buried.
I wonder
there.
what graveyards are creepier. You notice that they're creepier.
Yeah.
Well, and
it's creep like level max.
Yeah.
Like
well, and this old tradition is more connected with graveyards than it is cemeteries. I mean, it may still apply to cemeteries, like the really old ones. They may have still done it. I don't think they do it anymore, at least not in the United States. But it was how the graveyard grim, which is a black dog, came to be. So back in antiquity, when a church would open and it would have a brand new graveyard, the first person that was buried in the graveyard would then become the guardian of the graveyard. They had no choice. They would spend eternity guarding that graveyard. And eventually, friends and families were like, wait a minute, this isn't fair. We want our loved one to be able to go on up to heaven or wherever it is, people go. And so they said, okay, well, then we'll start burying a black dog. That will be the first intern at a cemetery. But the way a lot of European kind of tradition went is you never bury a dead animal. You always have to bury it alive. It's the same with like all the old churches, all the old homes, all that kind of stuff. You have to give, you have to give a sacrifice so that you have a guardian. Yeah,
makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of the like the Ram's End and places like that, they probably have a human that's buried somewhere in that foundation, and they weren't normally buried alive. And the younger, usually, the better. So, but that's how the graveyard grim came to be.
Huh.
I love both of their looks right now.
Yeah, it's
Aka and Hexus are both like perplexed. It's in different ways. That's really
Nadine. It was usually a live person or a live dog. Live people were usually used for the sacrifice for like buildings and houses and things like that.
Well, the crazy thing is too is like how other cultures are like with sacrifices. They're like, well, you can just do it right then and there, and then the sacrifice is done right then and there.
Yeah.
Whereas that was like, oh, the dog's whatever it is just thrown in there alive, and it's just like what the that's evil.
Like, why did you have to go to such?
Look, if you finally had to have a dog with them, you could still.
I don't know why. I don't know why it those kind of things require a live like being, but I guess it would have something to do with it being locked into that place. I'm assuming. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, geez, that escalated quickly,
Right?
Like we went
right? Yeah.
Okay, well, hey,
history is very dark, but it's a lot of fun. It's
like
very, very dark, but
extreme form of blood for the blood god right there. Like this time, the blood god wants not your once not your blood, but your tears, your suffering. And they're like, okay, we're just gonna throw a live dog in there with you, and just everyone's like, oh my god. This evil.
Everyone's all, we threw a live person in there. Oh, okay.
But these graveyard grims have been known. They guard the ghosts, make sure that their time between the time that they die and the time that they go to hell or heaven, that they're taken care of, and they've been known to help people, to save people.
They also, for guard dogs, so they want them starved and hungry. So they're probably assuming that when they come back or whatever they come over back as, they're going to be starved and hungry and guard. Because
maybe, they do that, but they, that's where a lot of, I mean, if you really get to look in a lot of the black dog, like the Padfoot, like folklore, there are some black dogs that are said to actually help travelers or wanderers that get lost. So I don't know if that would be a specific like graveyard grim that might do that, or some other entity, but yeah.
Speaking of that, sorry, but there was a black dog like that in Turnbull Canyon. That's another one of those. I actually think we freaking saw it one time, like both me and my friend, but it could have literally been a wild dog or something, because it is a canyon. But anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, cottonmouthers.
No, my husband saw one time on, it was just this back road. We've traveled it 100 times and never seen anything. And he was on his way back from work. And it takes a lot to shake my husband. It takes a lot to shake him and get him nervous. All he would say, and I could tell whatever it was had scared the shit out of him, was that it was the biggest black dog that he had ever seen in his life. He said it was the size of a deer.
Glenville.
That's all he would say.
What?
Babe, Glenville.
Oh.
The first time he and I went up to Glenville was like the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And I remember telling
I
remember telling Mother de la Mort.
I actually have a couple stories
about this one. But we got there and we were gonna sit down and eat and like go into the cemetery, and something crossed right in front of the car, turned its head and looked at us, and then walked off. But this thing was fucking huge, and we both looked at each other and we were like, do you really want to go in there? No.
I was like, yes, I do. It's Sasquatch. Let's go right now, guys.
We're not. We both were like, okay, let's just drive.
And where were you going again? Was it that cemetery you guys go to?
Yeah. During the day, it's really nice and neat to go out there. At night, it's a completely different atmosphere.
Can we go, please?
Really?
Yes, absolutely. I've been trying to get Oddmother out here to California so we can take her out there too. And
we're doing this.
Now 3 mass graves, because we thought there was one, and then we found another one, and then there was a baby one.
Yeah.
Was y'all's like yellow fever? Or was it cholera? I think yellow fever's more on this side of the country.
Cholera.
Cholera.
And
And the big one that was probably a lot, like a couple hundred. That's that one was what was it, typhus or something like that, and it was like so
they list 20 names and they said and more.
The oldest grave that I saw up there in Glenville is from like 1812 or 1810, meaning they were around during the Revolutionary War, and they were it was right there during the Second War with the British. I can't think of it.
What was that one? Yeah, it was right after. It was after the War of Independence. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
War of 1812. Yeah. I'm sorry, I just said.
Yeah, there you go, 1812. Yep.
Yeah, he was either there to experience that and then somehow made it here to California, because it was an English name too, and just died out there. This community's been out there since practically the birth of this nation, when it was Spanish owned.
Right.
So.
There is a headstone there for a kid who was only 17, and his name was Frank R. Early. I was like, well, you sure are.
Frank R. Early. Yeah.
I'm early, God. Here I am.
I was like,
they named him to his demise.
Wow. I just remember seeing it, just like,
What?
What?
Wait, what year was the kid? Was it first year?
No, he was only 17.
17.
Oh, 17. Okay.
And his name was Frank R. Early.
Yeah.
I have a
Someone
picture
did
of
not
it.
like him.
Right?
Someone didn't like him. Someone just said, screw this. I'm going to put this over here. I don't give a damn about this guy.
He was born early. They said, what's his name? Well, I don't know. Frank R. Early. He was early. He come early.
Owed me $200. So he's going to pay me next week. Son of a bitch.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, that's like one of the famous cemeteries in Savannah. Like we went to it. This was years ago, and we went to it. And I'm not kidding you. There were very few people within that cemetery that actually died of normal causes.
Oh.
It was either you fell in the river or you died of yellow fever. That was it.
Okay.
Have you seen A Million Ways to Die in the West?
You either fell in the Savannah River or you died of yellow fever.
All right.
The Million Ways to Die in the West, where Seth MacFarlane's dad in it, like where he's like, he just rips a loud one, and he's all, that came out my dick.
Oh,
and this is literally like the Wild West, like the 1800s. And I'm like, oh my god. Seth MacFarlane's great. I mean, like, he's one of the funniest guys I've ever seen on TV.
You know, we should do a stream on that. It's just funny headstone.
Yeah.
Because used to who was it?
Bunny, so
Guinness Book of World Records used to have like a whole chapter on like the funniest tombstone like scriptures or whatever. Like, you know, like I told you I was sick and that kind of thing.
Yeah, that one. I was gonna say that one. Yeah, I told you I was sick.
Our national cemetery up here off the 58 has a James T. Kirk spelled properly. What? Yes, Captain James T. Kirk. I'm not kidding. And I was like, I knew it. It's all real. We're on the holodeck right now. They're just trying to wake up the entire planet. That's what's going on.
What happens when you go through the pass over here?
Yes.
You come onto the
you are this is I was like, this is what's going on here. I was like, when they're teleporting here. So I was like, that explains the copy of it, because it's actually going through a universe.
Makes
and then
sense.
when someone dies, it pulls them into the other side of the teleporter, and then their mind is probably zapped into
that happens through the grapevine too. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
happens. And that's what happens when you come into
when
this
you disassociate,
town.
that's what's going on.
Yeah, and then you come into this town.
It's a disassociation teleporter. Associates you into a different reality.
I have totally dissociated driving
entire reality.
That's what I'm saying.
And I come to, and I'm like, how the fuck did I get here?
You disassociate long enough because you had that fantasy, whatever's going on in your head, and then all of a sudden you're back in.
I hate that. I hate when that happens.
We don't know.
You're zone out while you're driving, and you don't remember how you got from point A to point B.
Yes, yes.
How many realities have we just created, regardless of where we're right now? Because I mean, like, well, the span of the show. Think about it. How many times have we just zoned out for 1 second?
We're not going to talk about the fact that we live in a universe under somebody's fingernail.
I think we do. There is definitely screen theory right there.
I like to think that we are an eyelash bug.
An eyelash bug? Well, I like to think we are.
Well, look, if we're a water bear, we will live for forever.
Tardigan. Tardigrade,
Yeah.
I mean.
With a
Tardigrade.
disc on your back. Like
I said tardigan.
Tardigan.
What if Stephen King is God? What if? I'm sorry.
Then we're all screwed.
Right.
Have you heard of the eternal jellyfish? This is for real. This is for real. The eternal jellyfish.
All right.
Okay, so me and Oddfather were talking about the other night. We were talking about DNA markers, okay, and how humans have, it's like 2 little caps and lines, and then a cap on each end. And as the 2 little caps, the first two caps that are next to each other, they start to break down, and the line starts to die. That's how you age, okay?
Okay.
And so then that got us on a whole thing about, do animals age the same way as humans, blah, 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 blah. And then we got to talking about the eternal jellyfish. So the eternal jellyfish can get humongous. Okay, and it lives for a very long time. But if ever it is in a situation, when they're born, they're like this big, they're tiny. But if it gets into if it gets into a situation to where it feels like its life is in danger, it will go from a huge jellyfish, go zip, back down to a baby. Yes, and start all over again. It does it on a cellular level.
Cool. Oh my
That's
god,
so
I
rad.
love it.
Zip.
As bad
Could you
as-
imagine?
We don't have cyborgs yet. Then
They are.
we need cyborgs now mixed with this jellyfish stuff.
That's how you get Skynet, and that's not good.
No, I think Skynet would be on our side this time because Skynet would realize the merger of man and machine should never have happened. Sorry. Okay.
Where did we go?
I don't know. I don't know
Where did
anymore.
we
I'm
go
just.
now? Where did we go?
Ow, ow.
Yes.
But could you imagine that? What if humans were the same way? Like if you got it, like you were in a car and you were about to get into like a car. Back into a baby.
I was like, what the fuck just happened? Oh god! No! I want to go to sleep tonight. I'm sorry. Just
I think we just unlocked one of his new fears. Reverting back to being a baby during stress responses.
Oh god! Get me out of this! I'm going back in.
Fear unlocked.
No! That would be. That would be.
I just.
Funny.
I went
That'd
too
be
far.
people like just
I went too far.
everywhere.
Bringing regression to a whole new.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
And yeah, so
Aha.
stay tuned for the next time we do this. We
Yeah,
could
this
do
was-
tarot cards, we could do runes, we could do
Ouija.
Ouija boards, we could do
Luigi
wedgie boards,
boards.
Luigi boards.
Luigi boards.
We might ask people, if
But
they're
we have
prepared.
to. I've got to find a witch or a vegan.
Yeah, we do need to find a witch or a vegan to get a wedgie board.
Oh wait,
Yes.
Ouija board,
Wegga board.
Ouija board,
Salad board.
Weggy board,
Board.
Luigi board.
Luigi board.
Yes.
Let me ask you guys something. Let me just ask you guys something.
Oh man! All right. Quiche gorge.
Discord.
Board.
Can I or get pregnant?
My circle is normal, but
Can I or get pregnant on the full moons or something? So what was it?
I don't know, but I just think it sounds so fancy to get pregante.
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 Is muy
Ah,
pregante.
ooh, pregante.
I heard we're not supposed to eat the white sauce at the tavern if we go though.
I don't know. I wish we wouldn't get in trouble. I wish we wouldn't get in trouble for it, but I really feel like we need to end on the Empire State Building.
Wait.
If we must. Are we climbing? Wait, what?
What?
No, just kidding.
Oh, she doesn't know, does she?
No.
I don't.
Wait a second.
What's going on?
The Eiffel Tower?
Oh.
Yeah.
The Eiffel Tower.
Yeah,
Oh,
We
the
need to
Eiffel
go
Tower.
to Paris.
Daddy.
Do we have it?
Because
Ooh la la.
Wait, are we?
Franz Reichelt.
Okay, cool. I was like, wait. I was like, are we on the same page here? And I was like, are you doing it? Yay!
I don't have it to play.
Oh.
Oh,
I don't have it to
Oh.
play. Remember, we got in way too
It
much
was
trouble
so
last
that's
time.
good.
true. That's true.
Rude.
I wonder if we could take it because I mean it's over 100 years old, and we could like meme it out somehow, and then we could play it.
Yeah.
Then we could play it
Let's
idea.
see.
if we memed it out.
Yeah, I don't
Hmm.
even see the. Did you clear out videos?
No, but I bet it's in Internet Archive. I bet I could find it.
I think he cleared out some videos.
Yeah, when I accidentally cleared out a lot of the old cache or something like that, it cleared out everything.
There go my videos.
Oh, I found a lot of them backed up on my cloud. So
cool.
I do have a lot of them.
Well, because Franz Reichelt was there.
Yeah, no, I remember it. I think it is in the cloud. I gotta go find it.
I think Franz has become like, I don't know, like our mascot or something.
You know,
pretty much.
That was when we started. That was also, I'm sorry, I just kind of like went back to the whole, I was like, that's when we started like trying out different mics and stuff like that. And like actually trying, like, it was like, okay, starting thinking about like doing soundboards and everything opposed to doing, sorry, I'm talking, I keep forgetting I got to talk about it because it's new mic. Woo! Did not spill the water.
I still need to get that sound bite because you were like, and the gods came down and oh shit.
Son of a bitch. Fuck.
No, you said something about like, and then the dwarves. God damn it!
And then the dwarves.
It was dark farts.
Dark farts.
Dark farts made me do it. Dark farts made me do it.
All right, guys. So I think it is time.
Yes.
To call it for the night before he kills our roadcaster with water or something. And
I hope you guys had fun. This is just like for shits and giggles and fun. So
hell yeah. That's Ashes back there.
Hello.
All you can see is bright pink hair. But
Yo. Sorry.
You all know this guy.
Yes, Texas.
What?
And bye, guys.
That was Mother Dale Moore.
I was just like saying bye.
I think you were about to say that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.